Hi everyone, my name is Americ and this is Sandrine, and welcome to a brand new review of Teen Wolf Season 6, Episode 4, titled Relics. Before we jump into the review, let's start with some quick thoughts.
There's a new ship in town.
I mean, what? Melissa and Argent are not a ship.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people wrote down in the comments of our previous review that I had mentioned the whole, scene that they had together.
I blame you.
It seems like some people...
I blame you!
Honestly, I always thought she would end up with the sheriff.
Yeah?
But now that I see Argent, I'm like,
Hey, not bad, right?
Not bad.
Chris Argent helping Malia was actually kind of sweet. Clearly, he needs to reconnect. I mean, he's lost pretty much his entire family, including his daughter. So I think maybe he's seeing either a replacement sister or surrogate daughter in Malia, so he wants to help her, and I kind of like that.
Yeah, I feel like it's more of like a daughter.
Daughter kind of thing, right?
Yeah, it's like a daughter. I mean, he lost his daughter.
Yeah.
Malia lost Stiles, so she's finding, sort of a replacement for him that's helping her control.
Yeah, I mean, they started out really well. He shot her. He didn't kill her.
She clawed his arm. It's the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
For sure.
Liam is now captain. And I think it's funny that the coach ended up being the one that gave him the pep talk that he needed. He stayed and he might have not won this time, but he will well next time. And he's like, that's right. I will defeat the Ghost Rider.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I was talking about lacrosse. Speaking of the Ghost Riders, they came in full force and they did not leave anyone behind. Well, except maybe Scott and the crew, which made no sense, right? Are there rules to who they're gonna take?
I have a theory.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Well, okay. What's the theory?
It's not like a
No. I have expectations. I have expectations.
No,
Wow,
I just assumed, or I thought that it was because Scott, Liam, and Corey, and they're actually fighting back. They're fighting Liam jumped and the Ghost Rider,
Really?
Yeah, everybody else was not fighting back.
So
They're
you fight back,
away.
you don't get taken?
No, but it's harder for them to take you. And on top of it, then Parrish arrived, which made them leave, so they didn't get to take Scott and co.
That's a valid theory. My other theory is literally story convenience. They just didn't want to take the major people out of play, so they're like, okay, I guess we have enough people, we can go. Ghost Rider's out. But what do you think, right? What's your theory of why Scott and crew were not taken, although they saw the Ghost Riders like everyone else?
And since I was mentioning Parrish, he came back, and last week I was all like, Parrish, how about you just lit yourself on fire? Because that's kind of your power. It's
Hellhound, activate!
Exactly. Mason figured out that Parrish might be the only one who's able to defeat them. Although it doesn't look like he's immune to them, but it doesn't look like they're able to take him.
No.
He's literally absorbing whatever power they have. I mean, it hurts him, but he's still there.
We don't know what it's going to take for Parrish to win this one. So maybe avoid the bullets or something next time, He's always like, rah, rah. Oh, shit, damn. Ugh. Bro, try dodging bullets. Moving on from the Ghost Riders, let's focus on Stiles Quest. Looking for Stiles. Lydia, hunting, being all banshee-like. And suddenly someone stops her. Who is it? Sheriff's wife. Suspicious?
I think so. Don't you think Stiles' room is behind that wallpaper?
Yeah!
Right?
Totally!
I mean, come on.
And actually, don't you remember in the trailers that we saw for this season?
Yeah.
At some point, the sheriff breaks down some sort of wall.
That's true.
That's the wall.
You're
That's
right.
it. So, yeah.
And then he's actually in the room.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then Lydia's there.
Yeah. And I think the wife is going to be like, don't do it.
Yeah.
I am part of the Ghost Riders.
She does seem like she's one of those evil...
Yeah. The foil.
The evil creature that stops the person, and then everybody believes them and thinks you're crazy, but really you're not, because they're the evil devil, ghost, whatever they are.
Yeah, exactly. So I do think that there's something definitely going on there. We don't know yet, but Sheriff's wife, we got our eyes on you. We don't trust you.
We finally find a relic. Stiles' car.
All along.
How are they gonna find it though? How are you gonna know that it belongs to Stiles? Could it have a registration or something?
I don't think the car was there. I think it reappeared.
Did it?
Yeah. No? I feel like the car wasn't there the first time around when Lydia was out looking in the parking lot. But now the
Wasn't it
car's there.
I thought it was there.
No.
Oh.
I think the car reappeared, which is
Why?
maybe
Oh, okay.
maybe they're like starting to bring things back in.
Remembering? Interesting.
Yeah, I think they're like breaking down the whole like.
Let us know if the car was there.
Yeah, I wasn't.
can't
Yeah, we're not
remember.
100% on that. It seems to me like the car was brought back into our reality.
The good news is next week we're getting some Stiles.
Stiles action.
And Peter!
Yes.
Where's Peter? Now we know.
Now we know.
As much as I'm excited for next week, though, I did find this episode a little slow. Like, not much happened. I mean, we got some good moments, obviously, the moments that we talked about, but...
You know what I think was missing was the fact that they didn't bring in the werewolf Nazi storyline in this episode at all.
That's true. Whatever
They
happened
just
to
kind of like
too many.
Yeah, but they kind of dropped it off, and I think that probably was the weakness of the episode, because you focus on one thing, you better make that thing epic. If you don't make it epic, bring something else to try to balance it out. You need a story A and story B to try to move things along.
Especially since Chris and Melissa were actually after him, and then suddenly it's like, oh, Ghost Riders are here. What did you think? Did you find this episode a little slow? What were some of your favorite moments? Let us know in the comments.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our Teen Wolf reviews. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye.